7 books that will make you pause and think about your life. We can all agree that everyone is special and different in their own right. But have you considered the full extent of what exactly that means? You are special not only because of your unique thoughts, but also because of your biology and environment. You are the first and last person ever to be born with your exact genetic makeup. This makes you biologically and psychologically unique. Psychologically unique because the makeup of your brain is also completely new and will never exist after you. And this includes for twins. That is part of the message from the first book in this video, which will make you think critically about your life. Finding Your Element by Ken Robinson. Keep watching for our pick of 7 books that can change your life if you absorb the message from the book. Before we get to it, be sure to subscribe to After School TV for more insightful videos like this. 1. Finding Your Element by Ken Robinson. A second factor that makes you unique is the environment you grew up. You were born into a certain time period, which will never be repeated, and you've been a part of several groups and communities that will never exist again quite as they were. The people in your neighborhood, your family, your school class, and so on. Your environment influenced you in ways it will never influence another person in the exact same way again. Finding Your Element offers engaging advice on how you can discover your true passions and talents and then reorient your life to incorporate more time to them. The book, written with a keen sense of wit, offers entertaining and inspiring wisdoms that will help you not only to be more productive, but also to improve your overall quality of life. You are an embodiment of experience and perspective that can never be recreated again. 2. The Law of Human Nature by Robert Greene. We don't like to admit that we're envious, self-centered, and prone to crowd mentality. We like to think of ourselves as rational thinking minds. We like to think that modern human beings are civilized, clever, and highly rational people. But the truth is that we tend to make a lot of our decisions based on the emotions we feel at the given moment. The Law of Human Nature is a book on all your flaws as a human, how to understand other people, and how to turn this knowledge into power. Sometimes it seems like people really suck, to put it bluntly. We struggle with ourselves and others. People are deceptive, trying to appear generous, nice, and polite to hide their socially unaccepted intentions. Once we're able to understand and acknowledge these aspects of human nature, we can begin to make the best of it by curbing this impulse or even using them to our advantage. Learn how the law of nature works through observation and turn this skill into huge advantage in your career or business. You will learn to see through people's masks, get to understand your dark side, and learn to effortlessly influence and persuade people. Knowing yourself is the ultimate source of power, and this book will guide you towards it. 3. Elon Musk by Ashley Vance. This book tells the story of South African-born entrepreneur who's shaking the world of business as we know it. The author tells the story of introverted Elon Musk from his childhood, all the way to founding all his companies, from the story to starting X.com, joining PayPal, to starting SpaceX, his rocket company, Tesla, his electric car company, and SolarCity, a solar and battery company. You will learn about the dogged nature of a man many refer to as a rare combination of Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, and Thomas Edison. What I found particularly intriguing and challenging about Elon's story is how he is always willing to throw in everything he has to make his dream a reality, even if it means going from a millionaire to sleeping in a friend's couch. If you aspire to achieve something worthwhile in your life, this book will challenge you to believe that nothing can stop a man who is determined to make a difference. 4. Why Nations Fail. It's easy to read the news and develop a belief for why your country is the way it is, politically and economically. Most of us develop our political views based on what we have been told from childhood. Some sources promote the belief that the location of Africa is the reason for poverty in the continent. Some make assumptions like Africans are poor because of religion. However, according to the book, Why Nations Fail, these theories fall short. Rather, what really matters is whether a country develops inclusive or extractive political and economic institutions. When a nation develops inclusive institutions, people know they can work hard and be innovative, and certain that their efforts will be rewarded and their wealth will be preserved. In contrast, extractive institutions derives income from the larger society for the benefit of a small group of elite. The premise of the book is that as institutions influence behavior and incentives in the society, they forge the success or failure of nations. In this book, you will learn why two towns separated by a common boundary sharply develop in opposite direction, one prosperous and the other ridden with poverty. How a global pandemic, the Black Death, set Western Europe on the path to democracy and prosperity, far ahead of every other nation. Why nations fail will help you sharpen your understanding of political and economic power dynamics on a historical scale. 5. Switch by Chip Heath and Dan Heath. Why is it often difficult to change one's behavior? Anyone who has attempted to quit smoking, eat healthier, or start exercising in the morning will know that changing our behavior is not always easy. Switch examines how it is possible to find shortcuts that make change easier by understanding the mind. Emotions are like elephant, big, powerful, and stubborn to move around. It's always looking for quick rewards rather than long-term benefits. The rider is the rational side that knows what should be done and can navigate the elephant to some degrees of control. However, the rider can be subjected to overanalyzing without actually doing anything. This book will teach you how to get the elephant and the rider to work to your advantage. 6. Awaken the giant within. Do you want to change your life but find it hard to commit to your decisions? As you go through life, do you tend to believe that the cards are somehow stacked against you? Awaken the giant within argues that we are ultimately in control of our lives, and that by changing our habits, controlling our emotions, and believing in those things we want to believe, we can make our ideal life a reality. With insight and clarity, Anthony Robbins demonstrates the control that each of us holds over our experiences of the world. You will learn that the words you use to describe your situation can define your attitude towards life, and discover that you have the power to change society simply by making the right simple steps. 7. 12 Rules of Life by Jordan Peterson. In the story of Pinocchio, a little puppet gets his wish. He loses the strings that had been used to control his life and gets the opportunity to be a real independent boy. But what Pinocchio didn't realize was that this also meant coping with all the dangers of real life, as well as the painful lessons to be learned through honesty, friendship, and family. Classic stories like this, as well as many other popular myths, fairy tales, and religious parables, all portray the task of finding meaning in life as a balancing act between order and chaos, the familiar and the exotic, or security and adventure. In this book, you will learn what lobsters can teach us about confidence, what lotus flower can show us about pursuing meaning in life, and what young skateboarders can tell us about human nature. Which of these books are you going to read next? Have you read a book that changed your life insignificantly? Tell us about it in the comment section below. Remember to like and share this video with someone. If you're yet to subscribe to this channel, now's a good time to hit the subscribe button. Until next time, your success matters.